returning and new subscribers. What's going on, y'all? I am Goddess, High Priestess, Empress Alba La Pantera. Grand new moon in Cancer to all of you and your loved ones. Okay? Let's get right into this because let's just do that. So we have at at exactly 5:57 Central Standard Time or 6:57 Eastern Standard Time, we have the new moon in Cancer occurring at its exact point of 14 degrees, okay? And inside that degrees, Cancer 14 degrees. Now 14, the degree 14 also corresponds with Taurus, which is ruled by Venus. And Venus is also in Cancer, so the moon is in a conjunction to Venus as well. So, with that being said, you can find yourself tapping more into the beauty that you hold within your vessel and exuding that. So this is an example of just knowing that you are beautiful, handsome, divine, wholesome, knowing. Not so much believing, but knowing. So that knowing, okay, that knowledge, 144 on the clock, Aquarius energy or the star is starting to shine through. Now with this new moon in Cancer, it's also guiding you or assisting you to set those intentions where you revitalize the way you process, the way you view yourself or your feelings internally. All right. We also, going from one thing to the other, we have Saturn and Neptune that are retrograde, both in the sign of Pisces, but Neptune is in Pisces at 29 degrees. So with that being said, what it's saying is it's going in a revised mode or reverse mode to figure out what is connected to, you know, what may have been a delusion and has been set within your vessel as a belief and hasn't been connecting you to what you know more about yourself or and then with that being said, what you know by yourself can also help you to really see what it is that you know about others and why you have certain vibrations around you. So by the time these two, Saturn and Neptune, go direct or basically go into the next sign, which is Aries, a new start, beginning, the child, the baby. Once Neptune and Saturn go into Aries, which will be 2025, you'll now be in a point of establishing more about who you are and connecting to those structures and ways of spiritually doing things that corresponds more so to you and your life force, Aries energy. But this is the new moon in Cancer, but we did have to mention those as well, okay? Because this would be going from Pisces, the final sign, okay? Deep, 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 deep waters back into the blood, life force, Aries, the beginning. So that you could see this as the creation of a child and the child coming through now when it goes into Aries. So with the new moon in Cancer, okay, at 14 degrees, it reads as follows: a dried up stream bed covered with smooth rocks. Unless tragedy strikes, a new earth cannot be accessed. Only as all the old familiar places dry up is there a path to walk revealed beneath, pristine and beckoning. It is no one looking back. The way lies right here, strewn with experience, memory, loss, and redemption by walking onward. It is a difficult, painstaking energy from here. You have to go deep inside, burrowing into the cave of the navigational realization that you are held, cherished, known, given all you need, yet as well required, commanded to become entirely purposeful and to be the path, and to cease all complaining and extraneous consciousness. This, in order to do what is here to do with your entire being in ringing conviction and fidelity to the highest. So, y'all, that was a mouthful, right? But the main thing here is, unless tragedy strikes, a new earth cannot be accessed. Even going down to the process of a child being created. Okay, the eggs being broken up into different, multiple energies to become this body. So, unless tragedy strikes, a new earth cannot be accessed. So this tragedy is more so what I'm getting. Unless there's a change in your trajectory as to the way you feel about yourself and your endeavors, your goals, unless there's a change in trajectory, you will remain the same. Now, this also put into play that Jupiter is in Gemini. Jupiter is the planet of expansion, but it expands based on what you allow yourself to know that you have grown from through your experiences. And in the sign of Gemini, this is information. So this information may have come from your initial experiences of home through siblings, cousins, aunts, uncles, neighborhoods, or short trips. You see what I'm saying? So, we're about to get into the messages with the cards shortly. But I've been noticing over these past few cycles from the last message or the last live, the way the dream state has been. It can be viewed as tragedy, or it could be viewed as the demolition process before reconstruction happens. I want you to pay close attention to who it is that you're seeing, what objects or symbolism is coming through your dream state as to where you are at when it comes to your journey in aligning with this vibration or person. Okay? Because that will tell you a lot more in regards to what's being demolished so you can rebuild. Now, your subconscious mind can do that so much faster in this dream state than you can consciously perceive in your waking state. But are you utilizing your dreams as a tool, or are you just letting yourself dream? Because many can step into the dream realm and view it as a series or film that they're watching and feel as though that they have no control over the script and just watch what's happening. Or, with that being said, you step into that dream realm 533 and you get to change, and based on the mastery, you get to change of what's within that dream state that will actually apply itself to your waking state due to the mastery that you've had along your experiences in the waking state. And for some of you, it's actually both the waking and the dream state. You may find that your realms are merging together to the point where you're asking yourself, wait, was that a dream, or was that something that actually happened while I was awake? For some of you, I'm gonna be honest, low key, high key, they one and the same, baby. They one and the damn same. They one and the same, beloved, okay? But let's get into these messages. All praises due to the Most High. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of Mama Universe and Papa Universe. I connect my heart and soul to the heart and soul of my angels, ancestors, spirit guides. As I'm closing my eyes, I'm seeing the Ace of Wands. Okay? Angels, spirit guides, ancestors, protectors, warriors that guide and protect me. Ashe, ashe, ashe. I connect my heart and soul to my heart and soul, my higher self. Ashe, ashe, ashe. All right. So let's look at this. We're going to start with my deck. Ooh-wee. Just saw the number 144. So that Ace of Wands. All right. Whoa. And as I was just about to say, I'm about to go into my occult tarot deck to look more into that Ace of Wands before we go further. But we have here Shamanic Journey. Wow, full moon. Now, there are 2 full moons in this season of Cancer. All right, which will be the full moon in Capricorn. And wow, full moon, triple goddess, and Shamanic Journey. Okay. Some of you are awakening to this life force within you as the mother, maiden, and crone when it comes to the feminine energy. Remember, just energy itself. So I'm seeing something here about the 3 fates. They're showing me more so about the part of you where you were inflexible. You weren't bending. But as far as the 3 fates, there is one that is not flexible and unbending. We'll see where that goes. But then you have the full moon that represents results, forgiveness, gratitude. So the fact that this new moon is in the center of these 2 full moons in Capricorn, what you do now, right now, the intentions you set right now, and this is timeless, regardless if this is the new moon and I was going to say new moon in Capricorn, so something about December too. Pluto will already be fully into Aquarius after it's gone retrograde. But something about this new moon right now in Cancer in the middle of these 2 full moons of Capricorn, the first one being at 1st degrees, at 1 degrees, 1st degrees, first grade. First grade. Okay, something about you 5, 6 years old. So full moon in Capricorn, 1 degree, full moon in Capricorn, 29 degrees, beginning and end. This is the midpoint, new moon in Cancer here. As far as what it is that you need to release, set the intention of releasing, ending situations, demolishing that which no longer serves you. If you check the community tab, the message from yesterday, this is also connecting to it too. This is also connecting to it too, I'm saying. Let me make sure of something here. Give me 1 second, y'all. Alright. So, what was the Ace of Wands about? Let me look into the occult tarot. What's the Ace of Wands about? What's the Ace of Wands? 2 cards. We got the Page of Swords and the Chariot. 1763. 179. I'm seeing more so something here about a street or Ave. 179. 1763. That year could be of significance to some of you here that have a strong connection to your ancestors, because Cancer does speak of the ancestors, home, foundation, mother. So for some of you, there's someone in your past here that's, yeah, see, that message also came through in the community tab message about there's an ancestor that's been guiding you to and through certain partnerships. Okay, let me see. You may be... This is for, let me think. Capricorn. You could be a Capricorn rising. Yeah, because this new moon in Cancer will be in your seventh house of partnerships, significant partnerships, but the first one being yourself, the partnership with yourself. Now I'm getting something here about South Node in Libra, where you may have been taken advantage of in partnerships in the past, or you have taken on the baton. They show me the Ace of Wands again as a baton. You may have taken the baton. So speaking of the baton, that was the new moon in Capricorn 111. That Sabian symbol had something to do with that. Finishing the race, finishing the journey, shamanic journey is here. Now, I just got hot. We have Botus, Page of Swords, and Andras, the Chariot. Page of Swords is also connected to Saturn and Pisces, which is retrograde. Then Chariot is Cancer energy. Botus gives answers of past, present, and future, reconciles friends and foes. And that message in the community tab said something about friendship, discernment, and support. So when it comes to rebuilding yourself and the feelings that you have, there's something here about certain friendships or social circles that you were a part of, that this new moon in Cancer is helping you to demolish the way you feel about those past experiences. And the way you demolish that is detach and accept it, that no longer serves you, and just move on. You feel me? So Andras, the Chariot, sower of discord, slayer of men. So if this is a feminine or a woman, this could be a fire sign woman, where they may have been some toxic blood energy, bad blood vibes. Okay, Ace of Wands. Maybe it may have something to do with the masculine. So yeah, big time, because we're in a Sirius portal. And in Sirius, it's 13, 14 degrees. So this is what, yesterday, the day before that, the 3rd. We're in that portal of where you could receive favors from your superiors. So this could be superiors as in your galactic family, star family, aligning situations for you. But this could easily be when someone is on the negative or minus side of this energy. This could easily invoke jealousy and envy. So some of you could be experiencing a situation in your life right now where all is well. And you may not want to tell certain people about what's going on, because you have the thought that because of a previous situation, there was, jealousy and envy when you would discuss something similar or something that was going well for you. And you don't want to risk your energetic space with, stepping back into these frequencies or wanting to bring people in when they no longer belong there. Whomever that may be, look at that. Pentagram, harmony, protection, idealism. Something here about a man, because I'm seeing this star as a man, or man as in a person. I was going to say human, but that it wasn't feeling as the appropriate word to use with this right now. There are 3 5-pointed stars, so 15. Capricorn again. This could be a co-worker or something regarding work, tradition. Show me. Galactic family, water element, Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Reflection, kindness, and compassion. Yeah, see? Go towards the direction of where you can be kind and compassionate. So if you find that you want to express something about 5:44 right now in the time, about what's going on for you, and it's, you're in a blissful state and you want to share with people, if you feel as though you have to restrict yourself at any given moment when you think of a certain person that you may want to discuss about the greatness that you have going on in your life right now, pay attention to that. Pay very close attention to that number 40. That's 4 right there, 4th house. Cancer energy ruled by the moon. And then we have the Agarthans, 401, 401, 5. The number 4 and fives are very significant. Fives with any master numbers, because so far it was 533 and 544 that showed up. You're here for a much bigger mission, and you've been possibly holding yourself back. You know why? There's so many obvious statements I can make as to why. For instance, wanted to bring people that, bring people with you that are not in alignment to where you're going. Because here it says manifesting multidimensional perception, attunement. So you may be a master of all trades and surrounded by people that tell you to focus on one thing. And you go ahead at one point and listen to that, but you wasn't, you wasn't flourishing the way you should have been. So this is in response to that Ace of Wands I saw as I was saying the invocation before starting this message. So let me look. What we got? Alpha Centaurians, Scorpio energy, foresight, planning, and strategy. Foresight, planning, and strategy. You could be a master number 11. Look at that, 401 to 402. Something is definitely happening here in divine order. And you're at the midpoint, because remember, this new moon in Cancer, the polar opposite to Capricorn, is in the middle of the 2 full moons in Capricorn. This is, and then you got the fire element. Look the number that's next, 30, which will be 403. But 4030, because you had 1 and 2. Even those cards in itself are in what? Yo, fire and water. You are a star seed. You're in your chariot of ascension. Of course this would be around. And then, yeah, of course it would be around. You may have been seeing the number 117 quite often, which is highly significant when it comes to trusting your intuition. So going with that first intuitive instinct that you receive. This ascension here into your light body, you see all of these nerve endings. So Virgo is also significant here because it connects to, Virgo connects to the nervous system. I'm also getting Aquarius from this, Uranus, how the fuck you want to say that? And you also have 333, right? Or 33, 33, and 7. Spirit is not playing. And speaking of, something here used to hold yourself back from 17 as a form of survival. It's understandable, but it's time to understand so you can stand over it. You feel me? Stand over it from going through it. This could even be something as simple as something you're expressing and you're saying you're over it. Have you gone through it though? To get up on out of there. Everything we say is a spell, baby. What's 40-30? Because y'all ain't about to do that. Not with me, not today. I mean, shit happens almost every day, but that's okay. That's okay. For now and shit. Okay? Let me see something. Let me see a little something. Hold on. What is going on? Let me get some music. Angel number or the 30. You know what? Nah, this is okay. I see where this is going. So if you're new to this channel here, I dive into the Bible as the metaphysical book it is, not as far as what you're not supposed to do, what you can't do because God said. God is inside you first and foremost. But I digress. Let me look. Let me look at what I'm looking at. Because if I keep talking, you already know how that's gonna go. If you don't, right now, can't even tell you. For the 30. Let's look at this metaphysically. What's 40-30? Choice, thing, excellent thing. Okay. Choosing excellence. 5:50 on the clock. Show me. Okay, then goes the pentagram. You've got to be shitting me. Okay. Well, there's that. Nose itching. That's. Show me. What is it? What's at the bottom? A Nephilim. Number 15. I just told y'all that this card here got 3 5-pointed stars. 15. Capricorn, the devil. Something about the life you live. You're not living that life no more. It's time for you to get a new perspective. You see it there? This is what we does around here. You feel me? This is what we does. Wait, let me put this back. Let me shuffle this out. Shorty over here in this ass straightening her hair and shit. Okay, and you know what? Show me. What's this? Oh. Let me see. This how it fell. Let me just turn it over. The flower of life. I love to see it. Inspiration, all in dreams. 29 in Pisces, in the sign of Neptune, retrograde. 29 degrees is an anoretic degree, so it's that degree of, all right, this is the end before a new beginning, before it goes into another sign. So you're going from water to the head, the depths of the waters to the head. Aries. Flower of life. Ooh. Some of you here, let me tell you something. You see this Alpha Centaurian thingamajiggy right here? Foresight? Your foresight is not a game. You got water over here too. Something about 429. You're 35 years old right now, or when you were 35, April 29th could be of significance. That's clear as day. For some of you, 2002. And we're 5 minutes away from the new moon in Cancer. Literally, you got to be shitting me. Something about 2002. That's what you got to change from. What happened? Let me see. What happened? Show me. Let me. Queen of Pentacles, Ace of Pentacles showing up here. Yeah, this is huge. God want to give you something. Your higher self with the peacock. Oh, chill. 429. That is Taurus energy too. The peacock has a strong connection to Taurus energy. What happened? The lovers, a choice. Yeah, see, something did have something to do here with an offer that was made, a crooked offer or folded offer, or something was bent. See, there goes the inflexible part. Either you were supposed to bend. You know what? Leave it to my Mars and Aries to take that shit a whole nother way. Hold on. Give me a second. What is this? What is this choice? Gemini? Something about your lower mind and your higher mind, a choice between your lower mind and your higher mind. I mean, that's a very good representation of lower mind, higher mind, though, if you ask me. The pentagram and the flower of life. Stars, even numbers. What's this? Lovers, dive deep. Water, again. Let me see. The choice to dive deep. When it comes to your innocence, something about your childhood, for sure. So first grade was not a joke. First grade, don't know. I just heard first form discernment. That came out in the community thing. Solitude. There's something here about your past. Either 5, 6 years old, first grade, 2002, April 29th, 2002 to 2009 that you have to release. That's your demolition project. Show me. What is it? There go the Ace of Wands. You can't make that shit up now. One bit. There go the Ace of Wands. And the heat flowing through my body right now. Ooh, child. 555 just now. With the 7 of Wands, it speaks of protecting yourself, boundaries, and what's this? 2 of Pentacles. I just heard going back into a situation to change the trajectory. The Hermit. Virgo. There's something about a habit that started then. A reason why a habit began, actually. Why am I getting so hot? This could have something about the summertime then. I don't need to do nothing because I got everything I need. I just want to see. Show me. 3 of Swords. Well, there's that. And there goes number 40. For some of you, this has to do with heartbreak as it relates to a family member, a sibling, a Gemini, or neighborhood. Steals treasures from kings. You may have been born with Jupiter retrograde in your chart. Destroys cities and the dignities of men. Tells of things past, present, and future. Causes love between friends and foes. So there's something here about a false relationship here with a group of people or a significant person that you're related to. The new moon in Cancer would bring stuff up this way so you can clear yourself out and, step into the new. Rebuild your foundation from the way you see yourself, not the way people made you feel. Get over it. Respectfully, get over it. At exactly 5:57 right now, we have officially reached the full moon. New moon in Cancer. What message do you have for them at this very moment? New moon in Cancer. Stay committed. Wow. Stay committed. You don't feel as though you got the world in your hands, but you do. Look how this came out the bottom of the deck. Source hides you as the great you are until you realign with higher self. Some of you really got to watch Super Cell. You got the world in your hands that came out in reverse, which is a representation of the 2 of Wands. You see the person holding the world in their hands and the wand in another hand, but there's another wand behind them. Ahead of you, you have the Ace of Wands and the world. Behind you, you just have the wand, which is possibly not even something that's activated or for you. So this could be going back into situations that no longer serve you and thinking that 3355 something is going to change, but you have already mastered it. It's time to move on. Something about your shadow. I just saw a shadow just now. Then under that, you got karmic lesson of you becoming your God self. Stop doing things for others you would not do for yourself. So this is about saying no and recognizing who's who. Seeing who's who by you telling them that you can't do something for them that you would normally say yes to. Sounds is giving family. It is strongly giving family, if you ask me. Then you got spiritual wound. You come from a warrior lineage, but you might be one of the few or probably the only one in your generation of the past 3 generations that's tapping into the spirituality. You have emotional connection here. If you're a reflector in human design, you're highly sensitive to your surroundings. So you got to be very mindful when it comes to what you feel or emotionally connecting yourself to, because it'll easily open up these spiritual wounds. And if you don't take care of those wounds, what happens? It gets infected. You feel me? Look at that. Detox, baby. Yeah, something here about detoxing. For some of you, give yourself a year. You know, this could be either a mother figure, people from your mother's side. Give yourself a year to detox from these energies. And look, because this is the other card, very similar as the other one, but what's the difference? One of them doesn't have the word like. This white one, this clarity, doesn't have the word like in it. But if you're new to this channel, we're very mindful as to the way we utilize that word. Like, lie, your mouth, the muscles in your face move the same way. But when someone tells you a lie, there's a certain type of energy that flows through your body that results in deception, or feeling left out, or hurt, or that's what that Three of Swords energy is: sorrow, pain. It's either you love it or you don't. Because when you look at the numeric values of each of these letters, let's just go straight to the one letter in this word that if it's there, you won't see that word lie. The letter K is connected to number 11. And 11 has to do with foresight, vision. So anytime you say the word like, you're lying to what it is that you truly see within your mind's eye as to what it is that you love. But leave it to the educational system to make that right. But you live in a realm, a universal realm that has to do with more cause and effect, not good or bad, right or wrong. So in this new moon in Cancer, it's time for all of you to reestablish your foundation and recreate the way you feel about experiences by the words that you use. Polar opposite to Cancer is Capricorn. That mantra of Capricorn is I use. Beautifully enough, in this Cancer season, we started with the full moon in Capricorn. We're going to end the season with a full moon in Capricorn. That's once in a blue moon type thing. Yep. But it's definitely feminine energy here, though. It's a family member that you got bad blood with. Bad blood as far as the ego, the 3D perspective. But when you look at it from your higher self, that person is a reflection of your shadow when it's out of control. That's all. Think about the potency of knowledge, magic, sorcery, the uses of sources, your resources, in an alchemical way that if not handled properly, it can easily drive someone into psychosis or insanity. Easily. You know what I mean? So, yeah. All right. That was all from seeing the Ace of Wands. Once in that invocation, and the Ace of Wands definitely came out here. So there's a misuse of boundaries that you're actually caging yourself. Eight of Wands. What's this communication about? Let me see. There's hidden communication here too. This is given Inspector Gadget. Okay. Listen. That was my shit. For real, for real. Still is. Not was. It is. What is this communication? Okay. Oh, well, there's that. This is wild. The Three of Swords again. And the Moon card. There's something here about repetitive cycles, karmic lessons of heartbreaks because of something you don't know from your maternal side. What don't you know? For some of you, if whoever it is, 411, it was just 4011 on the timer. Whoever in here right now, look at that 40, water element. That's the moon energy. Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio. Cancer, Pisces, really. Yo, what don't they know? This is what you're here for. Let's find out. This is not going to resonate with everyone. This is where you got to dive deep, okay, as the card said earlier, into your heart space to make the appropriate decision about what this message is. Show me. The moon. Now, this is the occult tarot. So, when we look at the occult tarot deck, this deck, it's the deck of demons. So what demons do, they give you answers to things that if someone is going up against a jinn, they may know certain secrets to defeat a jinn. Now, here's the thing, when it comes to working with these type of entities where people just sit here and just dabble in and don't know what the fuck they doing. And I'm feeling as though this got something to do with this right here. So, when you work with a jinn or a genie type of energy, it'll grant you your wishes, even if it knows that you are not supposed to be granted these wishes. Because it has a view already of, if you do this, you won't even be able to enjoy the fruits of your labor because you're calling death upon yourself. I mean, this is new moon in Cancer. It's a dark moon. It's a new moon. Cancer energy coming out here. It's time to get into it. So there's something about certain people. I ain't gonna hold you. This energy is it's something is annoying. Something is annoying. Someone who I put that into the Instagram thingamajiggy, and what did I say? I said, stop playing victim because it annoys you. There's something that someone does that you do, but when they do it, it annoys the fuck out of you. But you also do it too. That's not for everybody. Let me tell you something. I love y'all, but I'm not here to be a friend. I don't have friends. I don't mess with that word either. I'm not the friend type at all. Because that's another word that is similar to the word like and is a whole nother spell. You take one letter out that word, you got a fiend. Just make sure this is why a wise one says less. Just the way Jackie Chan said it, I like to let people talk so they can see how full of shit they are. 43:34 on the timer. So, speaking about communication, right? 8 of Wands, this is where I get that communication energy from, Mercury and Sagittarius. This is something about you ask, be ready to receive. Don't ask for something you're not ready to find out. So let's say you wanted to know about something that's been hurting you, but you're not really ready to find out the answer. You're going to find out the answer, but this is what I mean. Just 4404 on the time. Just be mindful what it is that you asked for. Because that spiritual realm is going to assist you highly, 44. Bring that to an 8 to really see what it is that is in disharmony that you need to protect yourself from, that you may have been idolizing for a little bit. It's not the same word idealism, but couldn't actually. Let's see. I was about to get into this word thing once again. I might have to do lives where I'm specific on. Okay, we gonna break down these words because it can. Let me just go. You got gap here, GOP 33. This is number 33. Can cause love or hate. can make one ignorant and without sense, delivers familiars from other magicians. See, this is why I said this energy is annoying, because I feel as though somebody is working with some very high and potent entities that they don't know the laws to messing with these energies. Stop playing. You ain't about that life. Don't do it. Don't do it. In my bodega voice, don't do it. Don't do it. Okay. No joda. Something here. But somebody fucked around and finding out. But somebody, okay. This could now this could be someone around you going through a situation. A family member going through a situation where, see, the thought is actually leaving my perception right now. Huh. This could be someone around you. This is a very strong energy going through an experience where, as strong as it is, it's infiltrating into your situations. Or this could have been something that happened to an ancestor. That it's being cut off, or you are the one to cut that cord. Wow. Show me. Whoa. Okay. Wow. 5 of Pentacles. Gamagan. This is a very smart demon, though. That one right there is very smart. I mean, they all are. And then you have the 7 of Swords. 5 of Pentacles and 7 of Swords. Yep. What is that? 472. The year 72 could be of significance in terms of someone you know that was born that year. But you see these medical symbols? It's something here in relation to health situations too. Strength. Lack of strength. 4 of Cups. This is the moon in Cancer. Energy 44. With the horse on there too. And what? It looks as though it's a heron and a horse together. Steals or fetches anything requested, including money and horses. What is happening right now? Teaches all liberal sciences, gives an account of souls that died in sin. Sin is basically missing the target. Wait a minute. Okay. Wow. This would happen on some Cancerian energy. It would. Because Cancer is also represented by Kalima. So, you know Kalima. Kalima don't play about her children. Kalima does not play about her children. Kalima will take that head off their shoulders and possibly ask questions. There ain't even no questions being asked later. At all. Steals or fetches horses. The horses, what I'm picking up on is more so someone is stealing someone's vision, someone's gift. You could be a life path 11. Or a 9. It's a 9. Someone who's a life September, born on the 9th in any month, or life path 9. Okay? 429. Again, as I said that, coming through here. Because this is 4. I'm looking at this 72. Bringing that down to a 9. Remember, we got 429 that showed up with flower of life and water element. You are... That's 2 caduceus, though. That's what's getting me, is these 2 caduceus. Stealer of horses. Horses is Sagittarius. Sagittarius mantra is I see. Then you got 444 right here. What the fuck? Look, somebody, look. What the, come on, yo. Are you kidding me? Moves bodies so the souls may be stolen. Lights corpse, lights above graves, and moves bodies See, Sagittarius is very strong here because look at this bow and arrow energy. 14, Nine of Swords. For some of you, your dreams are telling you, I'm confirming a dream that you had about certain people. Yo, you'd be surprised. People don't have to be on YouTube doing readings, but you'd be surprised of the 511, 5011 on the timer of the people who dabble into certain things and messing with the anointed. Don't, telling you, somebody looked around and found out for sure. The Hangman. That card is the Hangman with the Nine of Swords. All these cards right here, the fact that this is a universal card is a macro. It's the universe speaking because it's a major arcana, the Hangman. And every other card, it speaks of someone feeling left out, money issues, deception, spiritual attacks. This could even be someone who connects to certain people and their bloodline got some fuckery going on. 5101 on the timer, so 511. That was actually the day that Bob Marley passed, you know? Huh. And I was just singing this song too. The fact that it came through there twice. It's definitely a message. It's very important to clean your slate from whatever this is. I did put collective, but this is feeling real personal. I'm not even gonna hold you. 51:51 on the clock. Look how they facing each other. This one steals horses. This one steals visions. What's this? 4 of Cups, Moon in Cancer. It's an energy of someone who smothers someone. That's a way of stealing someone's vision too. Always being on top of them. And some of you may feel as though you have to do certain things because you don't want a person to feel bad. But we live in the world of cause and effect. What you don't do for yourself, and you do it just to people please, is going to affect you. Not in a way that, you know, it allows you to grow. You'll grow from it once you recognize, okay, this is something you got to cease from doing. Because honestly, it's not helping you or that person. You're just condoning to the demons that they're not ready to face. Wow. That was something. That was the message though. Ace of Wands. And the Ace of Wands is about rejuvenation, a reawakening. You've been awakened before, but there's something here about a reawakening. So you were prepared to dive even deeper from what you awakened to before. This is why the occult tarot deck is coming out so strongly. The occult is basically something that's hidden from your vision. That's simply what that is. It's just hidden from your sight. Now you're able to see. For some of you, you've been having a lot of dreams of water, underwater, or experiencing high volumes of water around you, but you're able to see because both of these cards are underwater. I mean, everything around you is water. Everything that is made around you, everything is made with water. Look at that. Speaking of before, shadow self, uncertainty, distrust, guarded, is someone was reflecting this back to you. But it's time to get out of that spirit of shame, because that blocks your sacral. And your sacral is connected to creation. Let me look into that real quick. I just want to make sure. This is so some of you, I can hear you. You're asking, so what do you do to break yourself out of these situations? Well, it's very simple, but people overcomplicate this statement. Know yourself. When you know yourself, you know your demons, your angels within you, your God self. That when these energies come around you, they have to obey you. One thing about a demon is quite obedient. But you have to know yourself and know your own. Let me see. Actually, that will be the solar plexus, your stomach, shadow self, shame, stomach. I just heard couldn't stomach a situation. Man, what? 56 minutes and that, you know what? Okay. And there go the Ace of Wands again at the bottom of the deck. When these two came out, this is, okay. You could have Mars and Capricorn. Victory is yours. 5 of Wands. This is the training for what? For your destined fated events. Let me see. 3 fates. You are a high priest, high priestess. That is for sure. This is, okay, for some of you, because again, you don't have to be reading cards or doing astrology to do the works of a high priest or high priestess. You do it in whatever it is that you see or feel as though this is what brings you joy. But you can still have this ability of a seer to see through things, which even when it comes to business, you'll be able to see who's best fit for a certain position. Because you can see right through their resume, see right through their words, even if they're sitting here wanting to speak professional, but you see right through that. You actually see the self that is actually going to fumble the fucking ball. You don't have to, you know what I'm saying? So these situations you experience at, you know, in your first training session, there goes that first energy coming through. 622 on the timer. Your first training session of building was about breaking old habits. 6, Virgo, nervous system. You'll know that you've broken these new habits by something that you were nervous to the point of paralysis or not being able to do what you're supposed to do. You break through that. Okay. Now, let's see what else. I want to see what Isis got to say, because this justice energy is time. Bring that justice, beloved. Let's see. Isis, what's your message? Show me. Divine Guardian. I love to see you. You're protected by the Winged Mother and the Lunar Queen. Big Moon energy. Yes, she of the Celestial Crescent. But Lunar Queen, Moon energy, rules Cancer, new moon in Cancer. In this new phase, you are protected by the wings of Isis. When we speak of the word Israel, the first 2 letters corresponds to her. Miracle of Isis, Russ. Okay. Something here about the awakening of the divine masculine, miraculous healing of the goddess. This is internal. The heaven on your shoulders, which is where heaven is in your head, has performed this miracle. You've gone through a crucifixion because the crucifixion happens in your head. That's the representation of the Caduceus symbol, the two serpents going along that wand. That wand is your spine. The Kundalini and the Kunda buffer are those two serpents that spiral or go back and forth until they reach the pineal and the pituitary gland, masculine and feminine. Pineal, masculine, and pituitary, feminine. The land of milk and honey. Pineal, honey, pituitary, milk. Y'all went there with that one, huh? So, 4030 at the beginning of this message, that was the number that was coming through. We went from 401 to 402. And then 403, 430. 4030 said the choice, the excellent choice. So when you look at your life from this moment forward, whenever you watch this video, let's say you're thinking about something right now about what to do. Choose the excellent choice. If that means that you have to cut someone off, that you're not comfortable cutting them off, or this is something you've never done, that is your cue. Especially if you know they're not on the same journey as you are, because you're only going to be holding yourself back. They are comfortable being in this uncomfortable state of their stagnancy instead of using it as a form of alchemy. Bars. So, if that's something that you want to continue to do, you do that. But why? If you're experiencing something in your life where you feel as though you want to break through or break from it, detach from it, you have to accept what it is and detach. A full service detachment is accepting what it is that you detached yourself from. So you have to be okay with releasing what no longer serves you. Utilize this energy of Saturn and Neptune in retrograde in the sign of Pisces before it goes into Aries, because I'm going to tell you right now, when them things go into Aries, you're going to have a tougher time healing yourself, because Aries speaks about self. You think everyone is for themselves and you're going through situations now? Ooh, baby. Because Saturn and Neptune are speaking about, when you look at those planets in your charts, it speaks of the collective. From the sun to Mars, that's you personally, what you handle. And based off of that, you step into Jupiter. You learn the lessons from the internal factors from the sun to Mars to apply it to everything else that comes outside of you. Now, between Mars and Jupiter, you do have what we used to call Maldek that erupted on itself, which is very similar to the way humans are operating here on this planet called Earth, with all this technology, all this knowledge, and misusing it. What happened with Maldek, what I'm getting channeled through right now, is the use of that technology, not in the form of ignorance, because they were aware of it, so they utilized it. Earth is not going to do what Maldek did. It's not going to implode on itself. People are going to implode on themselves because they're being ignorant to the information that is there. Okay? Now, Maldek has become the asteroid belt, and the asteroid belt is a lot of feminine energy. It's dark. See what I'm saying? So, miracle of Isis. Isis is in your heart chakra. There's a miracle happening in your heart chakra from that ascension of those two serpents going along the spine. But this happens once you let go of whatever the situation is that you're holding close to your heart, that you sitting here literally by choice holding on to. also why when I do readings, I don't do questions, because I deliver messages that source, higher self, and that your ego needs to step away from. And most times when people are asking questions, it's more so ego based, with all due respect, but it's more so ego based. And that's okay, because that's a part of the journey. You know what I'm saying? It's not right or wrong. It's just a part of the journey. But if I'm doing a reading for you with my spirit guides and my ancestors, we don't roll that way, baby. Respectful. We just don't. It's higher self, or keep playing this game out here if you want to keep playing it. But the answer is, to your soul, connected to your heart space. You know it though. You actually know. You just have to. I'm speaking to someone directly. I don't know who, but you probably someone who listens to tarot, and you receive something about someone listening to messages and receiving synchronistic messages about something you thought about that day, the day before, couple days before that. You know what I'm saying? And you're hearing the same message in different ways. First and foremost, you're a seer, because you have an ability to pull the algorithm to show you what it is. 6616 on the timer. Yes, you are. 666. You're a magician. You have a way of pulling the algorithm to fit a projection, even if you're not ready for it. I'm going to say that again. You have the ability to pull in the algorithm through your projection of information, even if you're not ready for it. Which means the ego is at the forefront. 6644 on the clock. And a lot of these experiences that you have gone through, with family, because those are who you would naturally be vulnerable with. Something here about nature versus nurture is also coming through too. And it's not even versus, it's more so nature and nurture. You have to use them both. That's also the frequency of Gemini, Jupiter and Gemini. Higher mind, lower mind. One is not greater than the other, they're just in different positions. The same way you have a rooftop and a foundation of your home. Is one better than the other? No. They are required to build. You feel me? All right. Okay. So, let me see. Let's see what else comes through. I'm getting hot. Y'all, I feel as you. I know y'all can't hear the AC that be, and when the AC cut on, it cuts on. But I am hot, so I know sources it's the energy is there. What my dominant planets are Mars, Saturn, and the moon, with Mars being at the very top. And plus I'm a sun and Mercury in Sag, Uranus in Sag, moon in Virgo. So when it comes to being a temptress, a witch, a sorcerer, metaphysician, this and that, every other fucking title you want to have. And I say that, why? That way, you want to know why? My moon and South Node at the same time. So this is definitely not my first time to fuck here. This is actually, can we really get this together for real? Because it don't have to be this way with the confusion. Confusion only occurs, well, because of the age of Pisces. And the age of Pisces, Babylon was at the forefront. What does Babylon mean? Babylon is the door to confusion, the door to God in confusion. Literally, that's what that means. Bob Elon, door to confusion. That's literally that word. That's what that word means. So this is why you have this thing called religion. And people having these biblical documents that they can't read because they don't have the revelation to see it. You can't read the Bible without a revelation. You just fucking can't. That's because it's not a literal book at all. It's okay. I would love to do a live on that. Do you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna set this up. I'm not gonna tell y'all when. You just gotta be tuned into the channel. I might tell you that day in the community tab, but we really should have this discussion about what people think these biblical texts are, from the Quran to the Bible to, I'm not gonna say the Quran because it does give more so that nature perspective, but where I speak of those different texts and how they are different texts, it's more so having to do with the aspect of religion. All these different religions are basically separate fingers on a hand. So when you choose a religion, it's basically choosing a digit from a hand, whether if it's the thumb, the index, the middle, the ring finger, or the pinky. But when you step into the spiritual essence, you utilize the whole hand. Hence the verbiage, the hand of God. You have a hand. But if you choose a religion, you're only messing with a digit. Whether that's your thumb, your index finger, your middle ring, or pinky. You feel me? Hey y'all. Can you say more about the new phase in Aries? When we get to that. When we get to that, baby, I got you. What do you want to know? Hi, dude. I had to. No disrespect. I that's just the way I say that name when I say hi, Doug. It's actually one of my favorite shows too, though. I ain't gonna hold you. Aries. Can you say more about the new phase in Aries? Elaborate on your question, beloved. But yeah, so hold on. When I begin doing personals, because as far as healing, me personally, when it comes to advising on healing, I would have to work with you one-on-one, because not everyone goes through the same process the same way. So when I'm doing collectives, if there's something that resonates with you, and when I say resonate, don't make it fit. You know what I'm saying? Okay. The way you'll know if something resonates with your soul, your heart space, Isis energy. The is. It is what it is. And people love saying that it is what it is. Well, you talk about that heart chakra for real. Okay. So when it comes to something that resonates with you, there are moments when something does resonate with you. There's something you do naturally to your body, or there's a certain reflex your body goes through. This is what people do in terms of hypnosis too, because they'll get to learn what type of reflexes occur when it comes to when something is a yes, without a doubt. There's something you do, your body does when it's a complete yes. That's also the significance to a pendulum. That's where the pendulum comes in. It gives you yeses and nos based off of your vibration, your electric magnetic field. You know? But congratulations on your healing, honey. Keep healing, baby. Wake up each rising and say, I'm healed. Because the universe doesn't know the difference between healing and I am healed. So you're gonna have to choose one. That's the most general base advice I could give right now. The universe doesn't know the difference between I am healing and healed. Just tell yourself, I am healed. I am healed. Because your wand, that's where the Ace of Wands was coming in. Shout out to you for asking that question. Your wand is the I am, whether you say it out loud to yourself or another, or if you're saying it within yourself. Because notice that everything you say after I am, your body has to take in that energy, that vibration, and your muscles start to, go through that contraction and becoming your body and telling yourself, hey, this is what we doing. Shout out to the Pantera Soul fan. Welcome, Fatima C. Welcome, honey. Welcome, Goddess. Ashe. Yes, shout out to the members on the channel. I love and appreciate you all. You already know the vibes. But yes, whatever you tell yourself after, whatever you express after the I am, that's basically waving the wand. Whatever you say after I am, the wand is waved and boop, here comes your reality. One thing you'll remember, because I'm not teaching this to you, I'm a firm knower that anyone that comes across this channel, because some are actually here to fuck around and find out. Honestly, I'm never sorry, but I feel sorry for those people that do that. But it also shows me how strong they are, but they haven't seen it yet, and it's up to them to see how much strength they have to stop playing, because they don't know themselves yet, and that's understandable. But as long as you reach this channel here, I'm just reminding you of what you know. I'm just reminding you of what you know. Because I'm not better than you and you're not better than me. Why I say that? Because we're not the same. We are all one, but we are not the same. We all have different missions that make us greater as a whole. You feel me? So, yeah. And especially if you're going through a healing process, shedding old skin, when the skin sheds its skin, it goes blind. So whenever you find yourself going through a transformation, isolate yourself, and really allow yourself to see those who don't allow you to have that moment to yourself, because that's where these entities, when it comes to the out of control versions of yourself, because I'm a firm believer and knower, more so knower, because what I know turns into a belief. Most people believe in things that they do not know. That's where religion comes from. But as a spiritual being, what you believe in is what you know. So there are certain people that are around you that you can utilize as a resource to show you what it is that you still have around you as you're shedding this old skin. You don't have to over-explain yourself to people. It doesn't matter who it is. Because you can't be there for anyone else until you are there for you. I feel as though this is Isis speaking at this point, because the cars are just sitting there and you hear me speaking. I'm cool with it. I'm here with it. You feel me? So yeah, 6, 7, 8. I'm seeing here 7, 7, 8 now. So yeah, it's one thing about me personally. I've never appeared physically the way I was experiencing life, in terms of the rock bottoms, or see, the way my placements are set up, I don't look at rock bottom as a, oh man, fuck, no. As a priestess, I look forward to the moments when I go into the underworld. This is what I tell people, fuck around and find out. I got dominion in heaven and hell because I understand what that means. These are places within ourselves. This is why I said, when you're healing, know yourself. When you're going through anything in life and people want to have these comments about, oh, you shouldn't do this, you shouldn't that, because this is that. Oh, you don't know the real universal law then because you just said something was bad. But we in a realm of cause and effect. Because your real temple of God when you place your hands on the side of your head, isn't there a place on your head called the temple? Or your temples? Sure is. That's where you go to find God. None of these churches can be temples until people go in them. The same way, you can't have church within yourself until you go into your temple. Go into your temple. For some of you, I'm getting the book of Job, but more so J-O-B, a job. You have people that, some of you got people that you connect with at work that are reflecting a version of you that you no longer correspond to, but you have to see it. You've gone through a lot of endings in this situation, but you're not seeing it yet. And I'm speaking from this Scorpio to Sagittarius energy, 8th house to 9th house. Scorpio is the transformation. And the doorway to God, where you begin to see, comes after that transformation, which is why the serpent is also connected to Scorpio. That once you go through that transformation and you're blinded, when you go into the next house, you can see that is Sagittarius. I see. And you can begin to use what you see from the transformation. When you begin to use it, that is Capricorn. And when you begin to know what it is that you are using, that is Aquarius. And then your belief system is now being built up, Pisces. And now you can go through this God transformation and step into Aries as the spiritual warrior, the one who knows. And you're not sitting out here just believing something you don't know. Feel me? And if it makes sense, it's because we reached the Taurus placement, which has to do with your senses. The polar opposite to Scorpio. Before you go into the house of Scorpio, you go through these significant partnerships. Libra, that reflect who you are. Polar opposite to Libra is Aries. To get you to see what it is that has to end so you can transform. From the serpent, from more so, I feel as though the serpent to me and the snake are two different energies. So as far as transformation, progression, I would go snake, scorpion, eagle, dove, phoenix. Let's move this around a little bit more. Because Scorpios go through about 7 different transformations throughout their entire journey. So in terms of when they're going through a transformation, they're always going through that because that's just what it is. Yes, it's a new moon in Cancer, but it all ties in because it's a new moon in Cancer at 14 degrees and 14 connects to Taurus. How do you count the degrees in terms of what degrees it is? From Aries to Pisces, that's 12. And each sign goes up to 29 or 30 if you're using whole signs. But that 30 would be more of a 0 when we're speaking of Placidus. So you'll go from 1 to 12, that's Aries to Pisces. 13 will be Aries again. 14, Taurus. And you go from there. This is how you really get to see within your natal chart. Yeah, you was sun in this, moon in this, and rising in this, but what degree is that? Because that degree also has its own correspondence to a sign. You know. Let me know if you got other questions. I'll be right back. Hold on. For real though, channeling is a workout. I'm really over here sweating. Yo. All right, let's see what else. Because Shorty over here done. Let me see what the angels and ancestors got to say. See what else we channeled through here. Okay. We getting more into the channeling vibes. You a Libra sun or rising? Libra sun or rising? I'll throw one from. Okay, let's see. Oh. The higher priest came out, child. With the mirror guardian. Ooh. Take time to reflect, intend, and create. So, there is take time to reflect. Hold on. Let me see. I wanna see. Oh, that would be power of the 7 scorpions, actually, where this would be. Power of the 7 scorpions, which would be your 7 chakras. Guilt. The demon of guilt is in the sacral as far as creation. Intend and create. Take time to and reflect on what it is that makes you feel, where you feel guilty about what you want to create. When it comes to power over the 7 scorpions, or power over your 7 chakras, power over these demons allows you to open up these chakras. When it comes to the root chakra, it's the demon of fear. When it comes to the sacral chakra, it's the demon of guilt. When it comes to the solar plexus, your stomach and digestive area, this will be the demon of shame. When it comes to your heart chakra, it's the demon of grief. This is why I don't go to funerals. It's weird. Not even weird. Weird is supernatural. Funerals, the way people are doing them and crying over this person who literally wasn't feeling at all their best, or have gone through a situation that their body could no longer withstand being here, to cry over them, to keep them here, that's what literally keeps people stuck from transcending. That's been a huge part of my journey personally, when it comes to, because I have plenty of scorpion energy I mean, Sagittarius is in the constellation of Scorpio. Where my specific energy is the heart of the Scorpion. So I understand when it comes to death process, but not the way humans see it at all. This Falcon on here, Horus energy, I've been seeing, it may be falcons that I have been seeing, but I've just been calling them hawks because they've been out there pretty high, but they've been out there. And it's around a certain time that I see them. The last time was the day before yesterday. It was yesterday. Yesterday. It was about 4 of them. One of them looks pretty small, so I counted them as 3, but then I really saw it size. It got close. I said, nah, you with them too. You just growing. So something about your perception, your mind's eye is opening for you to see what it is that's being reflected back to you when it comes to your reality. And when it comes to, let me continue. When it comes to the demon of your throat chakra, those are lies. The demon of your mind's eye, delusion or illusions that, you know what's the main illusion? That you don't have time. All you have is now. I'm going to say that one more. I'm going to say that a few times right now. Let's do this. The demon of your mind's eye is illusion. Depending on where you're going for messages, time is an illusion. Illusion is also an art form. Demons are not good or bad. They're actually quite smart. They are governed by angels. They are governed by light. Demons are just your shadow side. This is what I was saying before about certain, situations that you have around you with certain people. They're just reflecting back a level of your shadow side that is out of control within yourself. Once you begin to really see that everything that is around you, respecting yourself, is a reflection of you and not blaming anybody, your world will literally begin to change. I mean, there are two different spheres when it comes to the earth right now. There is a physical one and there is a spiritual one. Those of you, you know that in this spiritual earth realm, we can transport ourselves back and forth into this physical one to do what we have to do. But you're not necessarily physically moving out from one state to the next. It's your mind. The demon of illusion blocks your mind's eye when you feel as though you don't have time. Time is a construct of a human. It's not godly. That's not spiritual at all. What is, if you really think about it and process it, literally think about it, because Jupiter's in Gemini. So let's think about this. Okay? Let's expand on this. If time is an illusion and you think you don't have time, what space are you creating for yourself now? A space where you don't have time. So what do you think your body does? It goes through, first and foremost, these minor aches and pains, which is also the path of deterioration of the body. Because when it's really time for you to get up on out of here in harmony, intact, wholesome, it's just from one realm to the next. Peaceful, in your sleep. You inhale and you don't exhale. Because you're exhaling somewhere else. For some, this may be a little heavy, so just know where you fit in, okay? just know where you fit in. I'll welcome anybody, but just know where you fit in. So, what should I think of in order to get my mind back into an earth sense? Connect with Earth and ask Earth, what is Earth? What is it? What is it? What word do you see in the word Earth? It's just one letter. You got to move from the end to the front. And it's very simple. That's putting your soul at the forefront and putting the ego in check. You take that H that is at the end of that word Earth and put it behind that ear. That's your heart. Great question. I love your questions. Come through, honey. Come through, baby. Yes, baby. Yes. Heart. So, what should you think of in order to get your mind back to an earth sense? Get into your heart. The Schumann resonance is speaking of your heart chakra too. You know? You have to let go of grief. Anything that you felt as though has ended. Literally, this is beautiful. I love that question because the new moon in Cancer, 14 degrees, the first line says, unless tragedy strikes, a new earth cannot be accessed. Inside the degrees of Cancer. What it means metaphorically, or the connection to it, what was channeled. And I relate to that, which is why I utilize this information. Is it gonna let me? Okay, here we go. Let me just do it this way. And hold on. Dang, this is pretty long. Hold on. That's what new moon in Cancer is speaking of. There you go. That's what the new moon in Cancer inside of degrees. That's what I read at the beginning of the message. Some of y'all can screenshot that and just, see what you channel through for yourself. That was a beautiful question. That was amazing. What should I think of in order to get... That's perfect for Jupiter and Gemini. Get into your heart to expand your mind. Oof. Ooh-wee. You're going to have to come back to all these times with your questions. What is it? Ilfa Gonzo? Come back with all the questions. Those high vibrational questions, I love to answer. When people be asking, what should I do about this person? Figure yourself out. That'll give you an answer about everything about you and everyone else in your life. For real. Okay? So, yeah. The High Priest and the Mirror Garden at the bottom of the deck. So the bottom of the deck comes through more so for me as the subconscious mind. Your subconscious mind is already reflecting deeply on what is time to end, on what time you're on as far as creation, literally, based off your intentions, because it says intend and create. Masculine energy, and we just had the miracle of Isis carrying Osiris. You may have been seeing the number 424, which for me connects to Osiris. O-S, Iris, your eye, you're opening the openings of your eye, opening secrets of the eye. Okay. Let's see. Anybody, okay. If anybody comes to y'all while you're on your spiritual evolution and they tell you that your spirituality is wrong, ask them if they have 9955, if they've had a revelation about the Bible. It literally went to 100 just now. Okay? Ask them if they have had a revelation, because you cannot read that, which is why I highly suggest reading the Bible from back to front. Read the revelation and then go into the beginning. You have to going into the revelation is basically the conception process of birth. There's billions of sperm cells and you're the one that made it. That book of Revelations is quite similar as to all the things that are going on all around. There's plenty of, you could have so many dystopian sci-fi movies off of just one verse in one chapter of the book of Revelation. You can base an entire movie off of it. Whoever you are that just got here, tuned into this channel, I love y'all so much. Y'all are amazing. I'm going to do everything in my willpower as I evolve. I'm going to make sure I deliver the messages. Don't expect me to be here every day, because I'm one who truly moves on spiritual vibration. I don't move on ego's timing. There are moments where my readings are done in actual spiritual realms or in other realms outside of here, but they're also within here too. Some of you, depending on how tapped in you are, you may see me doing what I do in your dream state. Depending on where your heart is. Because you're never gonna see me come and harm you unless y'all know I love to say, fuck around and find out, you will. That's another thing I don't play about when it comes to this space here. There are too many other spaces where people love to play with people. You'll be fortunate to encounter me because you might stop playing, which would make the person unfortunate because they don't want to play anymore. Here's an example. So there was a yeah. This is obviously someone who doesn't know what I am when it comes into the ethereal realms. So they chose to use a tiger to attack me. You know what I did? 707. You know I'm not bullshitting right now. 707 right now on the top. For some of you, depending on where you at, 807, I don't know. But someone utilized a tiger. Now, I use Pantera not because it has to do with the panther. It's the entire family of felines. So in throwing this tiger, you know what I did? I waited for that tiger to open up its mouth, and I took that tiger by the claws of its teeth inside its mouth and snapped open its mouth and cracked the fuck out its neck. Don't test me. I'm a different vessel in that realm. I love to help people, but don't test me. So I said, well, but I understand what we doing here. This is why when it comes to, mind you, I was just shuffling this deck here, and there was a card sitting. Y'all saw this card sitting right here, and I didn't even peep it until I started speaking about it, and it says dreaming. And then friendship, which is something I don't do. I don't go on that ship. I don't ride on that ship. I don't. That's wild. The whole screen just went crazy. Tell you. I have a very big, pure heart. I love helping people, especially when it comes to the spiritual realm and things they're not aware of and they feel as though they can't speak to anyone about. Nah, I'll sit here and project because as a projector in human design, 4-6 profile, okay, regal authority. That's another reason why you ain't gonna get into the who, but as a regal authority when it comes to being a seer, I can literally tell you what you're seeing. I'm just not afraid of it. And some of you may have encountered people where you cannot speak. That blocks your throat chakra. That literally, this is not medical advice, it can actually alter the circulation from your heart to your brain. Because what's in between your heart and your brain is your neck. But if you don't speak your power, your truth, it's a dying battery, baby. Some of you here to activate your calling. Come on with it. From the moment you reached here, you're healed already. I'm not saying that just no. You reached here, you healed already. You just got to start moving that way. Notice I didn't say move like it because there ain't nothing like you. Like is a comparison. Like comparisons, competition, everybody doing the same shit, just somebody want to do it better. I'm not here for that. And neither are you if you reach this channel. 7-11 on the clock. Your wish is your command, baby. What your higher self would do. It is what it is. That's the wish. Don't do it. Don't do it. The bodega was gonna come out. Don't do it. When I saw it, I felt bad for the tiger, but at the same time, that tiger wasn't a tiger. It shape-shifted as a tiger. Because a tiger would never come for me in my dream state. Never. Ever. Not any animal, actually. I got a moon in Virgo and a south node in Virgo. Virgo connects to pets, animals, earth. It cleans up. If you got, wherever you have Virgo in your chart or sixth house, this is where you came into this reality to clean shit up. And this is also where you're going to be highly misunderstood. Be comfortable with that. So you can break through your discomforts, which is your north node, so you can now just be. Not uncomfortable or comfortable, just be. Feel me? My baby got me a new deck, but I'll share that deck with y'all another time. I had a vision that transformed into a panther whilst running. Oh, that's why you here. That's why you here. Welcome, honey. Welcome. Welcome. Yeah. Do you run? Do you enjoy running? Do you run? Because one thing about running, it puts your left and right hemisphere of your brain in better synchronicity for you to remember. Even when people say amen, that's the part of your brain, the Ammon's horn. It's literally a part of your brain. Look it up. AMON, horn. Obviously, they got to tweak certain things. This is why I don't use the word bless, because anywhere they use the word bless, it you know what I'm saying? The letter E, I'm not coming for the letter E. But if you look at it, A, B, C, D, E is number 5. They're changing something. Yeah, I do, but injure my ankle. My tendon is wrapped on the wrong side of the bone. Oh, wow. Well, you stepped into the realm of a track and field athlete. Let me see, but I injured my ankle. Your tendon is wrapped on the wrong side of the bone? Where do you have Aquarius in your chart? Although Aquarius is more so the shins, but and calves. But where do you have Aquarius in your chart? Or 11th house? Or everybody has that. Everybody has every sign. Even if it's an empty house, actually. But, yeah. Look up meridians of the meridian, MERIDIAN, of the ankle, and it'll show you which chakra connects to the ankle and why. The ankle is a victim, but the source of the injury is something, because the ankle is at the bottom already, is something above. Anytime you have an injury, is something above or below that caused it. It's not necessarily where the injury is. I'm also a personal trainer, so I have 2 older siblings. You have 2 older siblings that are Aquarius. Okay, there's that. Something about your friendships reflect that too. Your friendships reflects what you were wanting in terms of, connection with people. Not saying that anything was, going on, but because you and your siblings could be real close, but they could have situations that they are going through that you pick up on, and you said you was a Libra, so you're all about justice. You're diplomatic. As far as your sun sign, your sun sign is your sun sign. You reach your sun sign once you reach 40. This is why it's important to know your moon, your Mercury, your Venus, your Mars, your Jupiter, Saturn, Neptune, Pluto, all that. So you get a real sense of who you are. Your sun sign, you don't reach there till you 40. 36, 40. Before then, you're your moon sign. Now, you do got people who are born during the new moon. They will be the sun and moon will be the same sign. See, new moon in Cancer, people who have a moon in Cancer, born during Cancer season, they were born during the new moon. People that were born during the full moon, during any season, the polar opposite of that sign. So this could be somebody, let's say they're Capricorn sun. Oh no, they Capricorn moon. Speaking of Cancer, they would be, I don't even know what I was saying right now. So if you're born during the full moon, you're just basically born on the opposite sign of where the moon is. That's what I'm saying. Yo, I have to play that back because what in the entire fuck just happened? Yep. Lateral malleus, the bone that sits the other side of the ankle. So if I step wrong, it hurts. Okay, let me see. Let me think about this. Because that was one of my main injuries as a track athlete. Depending on what sneakers I was wearing. There's a certain type of shoe that I would wear. That let's say if there was a slight ramp going into the bodega, my ankle will roll, and I will have a swollen ankle. So, for you, sitting in a deep squat position will be highly beneficial because you have to open up that gate of dorsiflexion of your ankle. Do you walk on your toes? Or has anyone told you walk more on your toes? Or do you wear heels a lot? I don't even know. You are a woman. I don't know what you are because your picture look faint. But whatever. Anybody could wear something that's higher than where their heel's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Anybody else got any other questions? Come through with the questions. What's the questions? Y'all just be talk to me. What's up? Hold on. I don't have many friends, but I guess I don't do friendships. But I know it. Yeah, I feel you. I feel you on that. It's more so about genuine partnerships is what you want to experience, where you don't have to feel as though you can't put your guard down and have all of these boundaries around people that you feel as though you're supposed to just be free around. Totally get it. Totally get it. 7:22 on the clock. Let's see. Look at that. Friendship, magic, breaking free. Friendship, magic, breaking free. 5:11 again. Now went to 6. Hey y'all. Whoever is in here, what's going on, baby? What is going on? Chill. This is why I be in this motherfucker. And why I don't be people around me. Spirit don't play. Okay? We went from 6:23 to 7:23. Shout out to 23. Black Mamba. Yes. Peacekeeper. Keep your peace. Keep that shit I just heard keep that shit to yourself. What is happening? Stand your ground. Ooh, keeping it to yourself and standing your ground. For some of you in here that just entered, or if you've been here this entire time, whatever you've been doing, okay? Keeping your peace, taking your essence, taking your knowledge elsewhere is standing your ground. Talk to him. Be devoted and committed to the sage energy. I'm getting Aquarius, Sagittarius energy with the sword, Libra too, Queen of Swords, King of Swords. As far as Libra, Libras with an Aquarius, or Aquarius with an Leo, however. But these are two people that have a strategy. They're very diplomatic. If not, it's a Sag. But they're exuding this energy. Someone who knows. Someone who's balanced. She will unleash the wild within. Tell me more. Cancer energy. Wolf. Yes. Howl out. It ain't a full moon, but you can still howl out at the new moon. Why this in reverse? It's summertime. Why are you not basking, enjoying light? Let's look into it. It is the summertime. Some of you moving as though you're in the southern hemisphere and it's winter, but it's not. It's really not. Trust in higher forces, trust issues. You have an issue if, okay. People, when they say they have trust issues, it's not an issue with trust, but the people they've been trusting. I firmly know that you cannot have an issue with trust, because trust is just what it is. The people you give that to, different story. Very similar to what, there's so much Mandela effects happening when it comes to tarot card readings, when it comes to what the highest vibration is. Because now people are saying the highest vibration is authenticity, but you can't have authenticity if you don't love yourself. So authenticity is actually a byproduct of the true highest vibration, which is love. Unless you flip it around, to each its own. Because this is the age of Aquarius. The age of Aquarius is the prime example of you're going to do greater works than me. That was in your Bible. For those of you who read the Bible. That's what your boy Jesus said. That's what he said. Some of y'all, you get around bees. Some of y'all that get around bees, stop killing them. Some of you need to pay attention to people who are allergic to them. You love this person dearly, but you don't know the spirit. There's not a human on this planet that can live if there weren't any bees on this planet. Somebody's allergic to bees, and some of you, maybe I'm not coming for you. You just probably need to do some deep cleansing and, you know, reviewing of your heart space and your mind, because you can't live in this realm if they don't exist. Something to think about. This could even be something that has just been built within your brain from other people that you were around and you felt as though they're allergic to it. I come from that. I might be allergic to it too. Not necessarily. The bee is Oshun. Today's Oshun's day too, 7/27. She here now. Oshun. Ashe. Ashe Oshun. 7/27.